What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the second fucking video of today. We're here. I don't know why Bilal's looking at me like that, but UFC 315 final predictions and bets. Guys, I can't wait for this card. I'm lying. This card is mid as fuck, but some exciting fights on here. And, it's UFC pay-per-view. I'm always hyped for UFC pay-per-views realistically. So let's go right on into this thing. Getting down to the earliest prelim. Brad Katona versus Beksat Almakan. Guys, I really do think Katona can win this. I really want to take him as an underdog to start off the Canadians real right. Good start to go, Canadians. But I actually don't think it's going to happen. I think Beksat Almakan's going to win this fight. I think he's going to beat Brad Katona, just being able to outstrike him. I think Katona's going to be shooting takedowns, but his grappling is not really control-based. It's kind of like Cejudo's, where he takes you down and you get right back up. I think Almakan will get taken down maybe once or twice, but I think Katona will take a round, actually. You know what? Let's get to the play-by-play of this one, guys. We're going to be play-by-playing every single fight to try and give a perfect prediction. I think Brad Katona is going to start off this fight pretty bad. I think Beksat Almakan is going to be pretty easily outstriking Katona. I think Almakan's going to clearly piece him up with some boxing exchanges, some long knees, some long low kicks. Just doing what Almakan does on the feet. I don't think he's going to be looking for one shot like he did on Umar, because I think against Umar he kind of knew, okay, if I don't get the takedown, this is short notice, I'm fucked. Or if he didn't get the knockout, sorry, not the takedown. And in the last video, guys, I said Ankalaev got knocked down by Ankalaev. My bad, I meant to say Ankalaev got dropped by Santos. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. But yeah, I think Almakan's going to win the first round pretty convincingly, 10-9. I think Katona's going to start to try and wear on him in the second round, starting to try to clinch with Almakan. But I think at some point during round 2, Almakan's going to break off and floor Katona. Not, you know what? No, I'm not going to say floor. I think he's going to drop Katona, but not too badly. Maybe a right hand stumbles Katona to the ground. And then he tries to go crazy, does Almakan. And I actually think in round 3, Katona's going to survive round 2, lose the round 10-9 after a bit of a closer round. And I think round 3, Katona's going to start to wear on Almakan. Going to start to kind of tire him out. I think Almakan's going to still be dangerous with the striking. I just think Katona's going to be trying to put a pace on him. Katona's going to be holding him up against the fence. But I don't think Katona's going to be urgent enough to get the finish. And I think he's going to make a lot of IQ mistakes in this fight. So, guys, the pick is going to be Beksat Almakan. I'm going to say he even wins the third round, just outstriking Katona. Katona holds him. I think Almakan's going to look tired at the end of the fight. Katona's usually good at forcing a 29-28 decision. I'm just going to say 30-27 for Almakan. I think he's going to out-wrestle Katona. Late. I think Katona will out-wrestle him. I can absolutely see Katona winning this fight. He's a much more crappy bet. He can easily get this win. I kind of want to pick him. Like, this is one of the more closer fights on the card. I actually don't agree with a lot of people going Almakan by knockout. Maybe he gets the knockout and just says, fuck you, Big C, but I don't know. Moving on up the card, Daniel Santos versus Jiang Yang Lee. Fuck, I want to pick Joe. This is another one. Fuck. A lot of this card is like this. You know what? Nope. I'm sticking with my shit. I'm going Daniel Santos to win this fight via round 3 TKO. I think Junyoung Lee's going to actually out-grapple Santos early, win the first round. Santos is going to survive, does his little mini Oliveira yap fest. But he has brown hair now. You never know, man. Maybe Junyoung Lee's just too big for. The thing I don't understand, or not I don't understand, the thing I just realized is this is a featherweight fight, and Daniel Santos is a bantamweight. So the size difference is going to be pretty big. Like, Junyoung Lee is 3 inches taller, has about 6.5 inches in reach, 2.5 inches in leg reach. He's a much more heavily muscled guy, and he's going to have a good wrestling advantage early. It's just, do I believe it? He's going to be able to keep it up against Daniel Santos? Fuck. No, I don't believe he will. I believe Daniel Santos is going to find it on the feet. It's not that I believe Daniel Santos is better than Haider Emil. I think he's going to struggle a lot more than Haider Emil did, who fucking gave this guy fucking 80 million piece combo, Jotaro special, bro. Like, murdered this fucking guy. Yeah, man. I think Junyoung Lee has very bad head movement. Obviously, he's got a large noggin. So that's going to be a pretty bad issue. I think Daniel Santos is going to be trying to walk him down later in the fight after he starts finding the timing on the takedowns. He's got that shoot to box style, that dangerous, crafty style, where they just come at you nonstop, break you, and finish you. And I think that's what's going to happen in round 3. Daniel Santos is going to find a TKO up against the fence. I think it's going to be an uppercut, body shot, 1-2. Santos maybe tries to mix in a knee, but Junyoung Lee's already on his way down. 2 more shots, Santos finishes the fight. And Daniel Willy Cat, fucking what is that name? Santos is going to get this win, guys, via 3rd round TKO. And he's going to start off not start off, but he's going to set the first finish in motion for the card. And moving on up to another potential guaranteed finish. Marc-Andre Barriou takes on Bruno Silva. I'm going Bruno Silva as the underdog, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going Bruno Silva by 2nd round knockout. I think he's going to just lay Barriou out cold. I think he's going to lay him out stiff at the end of it. At the end of a long combination. I think Barriou is going to be trying to pressure forward. I think Barriou is actually going to eat a lot of shots on the way in. Bruno Silva does look in much better shape for this fight than he did against Ismail Nardiev and against Chris Weidman. Looks in much better shape, does he? So does Barriou. But look, I was watching Barriou's last 3 fights and Bruno Silva's last 3 fights. Obviously, I didn't watch the full fucking 3 fights because fuck no. I ain't trying to watch the Weidman eye poke fest, bro. That fight was ass. But I watched the KO from Stoltzfus, the KO from, what's that fucking retard's name? Oh, Pfeiffer, fucking salt mine. And I watched Bruno Silva Nardiev, and I watched Bruno Silva and Shaur Magomedov back. And, Bruno Silva had moments against both guys. Against Shaur Magomedov, he had moments. And against Ismail Nardiev, he had moments. He didn't have the biggest moments, especially against Nardiev. He kind of looked out of it, but he also was in much worse shape for that fight. He didn't even have a fucking ab to his name. But okay, I understand getting slumped by Big Joe, big old body cam Joe, but fucking dying to Stoltzfus? Come on, bro. That's one of the worst. And it wasn't a fucking TKO, dude. He got stiffed out cold by Dustin Stoltzfus, bro. That is a fucking terrible loss. I can't get that image out of my head. I still remember it wasn't at least 5 fights ago where Bruno Silva flatlined Brad Tavares. Not flatlined him, but dropped him really, really bad. And would have finished the fight anyway had the ref not stepped in. So I think Bruno Silva's kind of locked in for this one. He needs this win. And I think he's got the experience advantage. Been in there with better guys like Alex Pereira, Shaur Magomedov, Ismail Nardiev. While Barriou's been getting flatlined left and right. Losing splits to Chris Curtis. Getting a wins over fucking, what's his name? He got a decision win over, what was it, Eric Anders, I believe? in Canada. That fight was terrible, bro. He looked garbage in that fight. So, yeah, man. Honestly, I do think the Canadians are going 0-2 in the prelims, boys. I think they're getting slapped. I think Bruno Silva's going to find a knockout. Almacon's going to find a decision win. Daniel Santos is going to have a great win as well. And moving on up the card, Joe Sterling. Good old fucking New Zealander here. You know, all by fucking tried by Eugene. But, honestly, bro, I'm going to go Navajo by decision again. I think Ivan Ersland's a little tough baldy. I think it's just enough to where I think Navajo's going to outstrike him. I think he's going to rock even Ersland and maybe drop him even. I think even Ersland is going to survive, pull out that Croatian European art. I do agree with the odds. Minus 230 favorite for Navajo Sterling. Going to bump up to minus 300. Bet on him today. I'm telling you. This fucking Zodiac creature, fucking extraterrestrial alien, Navajo Sterling. He's not going to lose until he fights someone decent. Ivan Ersland's going to be a walking punching bag in this fight. I see Navajo dropping him but not getting the finish. I'm going to say Navajo just outstrikes him with, he's going to CKB classic this up. Good old stick and move, low kicks, good occasional knee. He's going to get one or two highlights throughout the fight, gets a nice knockdown, going to get put in a fucking Australian edit or some shit. But, yeah, Navajo's going to win this fight, guys. 30-27, clear dominant decision. Moving on up the card. This fight is breaking me, guys. I know if I pick Kutalaba, he's going to go out there, run head first, get fucking flying kneed. If I pick Bukowskis, he's going to run out there and get overhand stiffed by Kutalaba. Like, this fight is fucked. I don't know who to pick. When I do the tape study, though, I'm actually going to lean Iwan. I think Iwan's going to win this one, guys. It's so hard picking this retard. I have no real logic why I'm picking the Hulk to win a fight. I do think Bukowskis, on a serious note, just has a bad chin, as well as he's very injury prone, and I've seen him taken down in his fights before. Kutalaba, if he starts getting these takedowns going, is going to be a nightmare for Bukowskis on top. Kutalaba's actually pretty young, as fucking old looking as he is. And as long as in the game he's been in, I think Iwan Kutalaba is kind of finding a kind of revival in his career. Yeah, Bukowskis and him are both on 2-fight win streaks. But Bukowskis obviously coming off of the much less impressive wins. I do believe Kutalaba would submit Prachnio as well, and I think he would do it much earlier. I think Kutalaba would probably knock out Cerqueira because Cerqueira has the funniest fucking animation, bro. It's just get rocked up against the fence, get fucking hit 50 more times, go out cold. That's the fight. That's a Cerqueira fight for you guys. I think Cerqueira just got booked to fight again. I think he's fighting Julius Walker. So that fucking beanhead who had a fucking Looney Tunes fight with Menefield. So, hey, maybe he gets slept again, and we will see if he's just a fucking terrible win to even have. But the pick is going to be Iwan Kutalaba, guys, and let's actually do a small breakdown on how I think it's going to go. I actually think Modestas is going to start out pretty good, pretty cleanly out, striking Kutalaba. I think Kutalaba's kind of going to struggle to find the range. And then I think round 2, after they're going to lean 29, or not 29-28, they're going to lean 10-9 Bukowskis on all 3 scorecards. And I think round 2, Kutalaba's going to get a club and sub. I think he's going to drop Bukowskis badly with an overhand. Bukowskis doesn't have the best chin, head movement, or wrestling. And I think Kutalaba's going to be shooting takedowns early and not getting them. And I think that's what's going to hide the overhand really well. I think Bukowskis is going to go down, but basically not know where he is. Try and recover, but I think Ion Cutelaba is going to find I'm going to say another arm triangle. I think he's going to just find another arm triangle on Bukowskis, submit him. When Bukowskis is already rocked, already concussed. I think he's going to find the finish, guys. I know it's hard picking a fucking bean with 10 losses, but I just feel like... I'm telling you, if there's any fight I get wrong on this card, it's this one. But I'm going to lean Ion Cutelaba to win this fight. Please don't let me down, Iwan. Moving on up the card. Jessica Andrade versus the Tough Cookie. Jasmine Jasudavicius. Jasmine Jasudavicius is going to win this fight, guys. I've changed my pick from a TKO. I do think it's now going to be a decision win for Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think she's going to win all 3 rounds. But I think one judge will have this fight 29-28 because I think Andrade is actually going to have a moment where she kind of cracks Jasudavicius, who doesn't have good head movement and is a kind of scrappy girl. So, I don't know. I think I'm pretty confident in Jasudavicius to get the win. Pretty confident in this fight to go over 2.5 rounds. Even if the fight's a finish, I think it would be a late TKO from Jasudavicius or a very late comeback by Andrade. Unless it's a fluke early TKO by Andrade. Moving on up the card, though. Give me the Tough Cookie by 29-28, 30-27. More 2 30-27s and 1 29-28 decision. Taking Andrade down throughout the course of the fight. Beating the shit out of her on the ground. Almost submitting her a couple times. But Andrade is going to be able to survive. Moving on. Big old Mike Mallet. Mike Mallet takes on, say it again, Radke. Charles Radke can win. I see a lot of people. I'm a Make Gurus going with Radke. I think Lucas Tracy is as well. I'm seeing tons of people from my gym are picking Radke as an underdog. So, no. Nah, bro. You ain't beating that Mike Mallet Canadian plot armor. I know he fumbled so hard, and this guy had a fucking Toronto Leafs level fucking fumble. Game 7 level fumble against fucking Magny. But I don't think that will ever happen again in terms of a 3rd round comeback where he's dominating the fight and he gasses and quits. Unless Radke knocks Mallet out. I actually think this fight's going to be a barn burner. Like I said in my early predictions, I think this is going to be a 1 knockdown apiece fight going into round 3. Absolute war, and I think Mallet's going to out-grapple him late in round 3 to get the 29-28 decision. I can't wait for this fight. I think it's going to be a great one, and if Radke wins, bro, say it again, Radke, please. Call all the Canadians faggots, please. Moving on up the card. The pick is Mike Mallet by 29-28. Split decision win. Moving on up the card. Benoit Saint-Denis. Finally going to get a dub. Give me Benoit, guys, by 1st round submission. I think actually, 2nd round submission. I think he's going to play it safe early. I think in the first 2.5 minutes of the fight, Benoit's just going to be low kicking, chipping away with the body kicks, throwing that occasional left straight. And then I actually think Benoit's going to show some improvements. He is only 29, you know what I mean? So, still a young fighter. Minus 1,000 is insane for someone that's taken that much damage, even though I rate Benoit. Kyle Prepolek's getting his asshole raped. I really wanted to pick Benoit in the first round. I just think Benoit is going to be a little hesitant after the damage he took. Prepolek's got 3 highlight reel KOs on the regional scene, which got him signed. I just think he's done it against bums. No one he's fought is on Benoit Saint-Denis' level. Benoit Saint-Denis himself has fought guys that would eclipse anything Kyle Prepolek has ever done in his career, like Dustin Poirier and Mohanato Moicano. I think Benoit Saint Denis is going to make this look really easy. Beat the shit out of it. You know what? Fuck it. No. I'm going round one. Go Benoit Saint Denis, round one, submission, dominance, elbows on the ground, elbows on the feet, knees, melts him in the first round, submits him. You know what? TKO. I think he's going to TKO him. Fuck it. Nope, submission. Fuck it. I don't know. Give me a Benoit first round, submission, rear naked choke. Yeah. Coming. Good old mum. Moving on up the card. Guys. I'm picking Alexa Grasso. I don't know, bro. I actually think this fight is hard as fuck to pick. Something is telling me Grasso's going to win. But she's not as skilled as Natalia Silva is. Natalia Silva's the better striker. Grasso's kind of overrated, man, actually, bro. I don't know if I'm falling into an underdog trap that she's just the former champ. You know what? I'm going to take Natalia Silva, my bitch. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. My girl, Natalia Silva, to win this fight. Yes! Fucking Jesus. I think Natalia Silva is going to win this fight 29-28 decision. Split. I think Grasso's going to almost win. I think it's going to be really close, down to the wire type of fight. I think Natalia Silva's just going to be dancing and prancing in rounds 1 and 2. I think this fight's a lock to go the distance. And moving on up the card, Jose Jr. Aldo versus Amian Zahabi. Guys, I almost said Amian Zahabi. I'm going Jose Aldo to defeat Ariel Helwani. I think he's going to finish Faraz Zahabi's little bro in front of him. Not finish him. I think he's going to drop him in the second round, but win the fight ultimately via decision, 30-27. But one judge is going to be on crack and actually give the fight to Zahabi. I think it's going to be a weird scorecard like that where everyone thinks Aldo won, but one judge gives the fight to Zahabi. Moving on up the card. I think Aldo's just going to cleanly outbox him, fuck him up with leg kicks, drop him with a left straight in the round. No, I think it's going to be an uppercut hook that he floors him with. Yes! Hold on! Jesus fuck. Moving on up the card, Valentina Shevchenko takes on Manon Fiorot. Guys, I'm going to do a later, bigger breakdown of this fight as well as the main event. But just as a quick side note, I'm going to go Valentina Shevchenko via decision. She can't lose with those hype-ass dragon shorts. Come on. Those are so fucking sick. Fucking Manon overbite. Fior is not winning this fight. Fucking Fiorot, not Fiora, you fucking look. But yeah, man, moving on up the card. The main event of the evening. Della Maddalena takes on Belal Muhammed. Two of my favorite welterweights on the roster go at it in Canada. And I think Della Maddalena is going to come out on top and shock the world. I think New we will be seeing. And it sucks to see, man, but I think Belal is going to really get clowned if he loses this fight, which I hope. I don't want Belal to lose, and I also don't want him to lose because of the Ilya and Makhachev situation. Fuck you, Dana, for that shit. Stupid little fucking bald fuck. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the three. Oh, here's the bets. Quickly, before we end this. UFC 315, the best bets. My money line plays. I'm going to go. We're not going to. I want to put Benoit Saint Denis here, guys, but I'm going to be safe. Trying to give you guys some money to make, make some money. Since it's Best Bet Show, I'm going to take you guys with Navajo Sterling money line. Beksat Almakan money line. And Jose Aldo money line, guys. And moving on to the finish prop. My favorite fighter to get a knockout on this card. I love the KO prop on Della Maddalena to win this fight by knockout. The distance prop, guys. I'm telling you guys, I know it's already minus 450 or 500. It gotta be. This fight to go the distance is a fucking lock. My cycle parlay, guys, we're going to have Jose Aldo by decision, Della Maddalena by knockout, and Iwan Cutelaba by submission. My underdog of the night, guys, is going to be the main event himself, Della Maddalena. I think at a plus 160 odd right now, which we opened as a plus 200, is wild. You can't fucking doubt someone with that nose, bro. I'll do a bigger breakdown later, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. UFC 315, I'm hyped. Let's fucking go. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.